Hey there, retro gaming fans, and welcome back to another episode of What's New on Batocera. I'm Modhack, your go-to guide for all things Batocera. And today, we're doing something a little different, a monthly digest of all the awesome new additions in Batocera Butterfly 542 from January. In this video, I'll recap all the exciting updates, enhancements, and features that have rolled out this past month, keeping you in the loop with the very latest in our retro gaming journey. So sit back, relax, and get ready as we dive into the highlights of January's updates on Batocera. Let's get started. Okay, I'm excited to kick off this update with one of the biggest additions in Batocera. ScummVM 2.90 is here. This new release brings a ton of improvements and expanded game support to your favorite adventure classics. Not only does it enhance performance and stability across the board, but it also means even more classic titles are now ready to run smoothly on Batocera. One of the highlights of this update is the support for new games like Thimbleweed Park. For those who don't know, Thimbleweed Park is a critically acclaimed point-and-click adventure that blends quirky humor with challenging puzzles, all wrapped up in a beautifully retro aesthetic. Okay, now let's dive into Xbox emulation. Recently, XEMU, one of the most popular Xbox emulators, introduced Vulkan support, and we've integrated this new feature into emulationstation, allowing you to easily switch the backend for better performance. Vulkan support is still pretty new on XEMU's side, so while it's definitely an exciting update, you might notice a mix of improvements and some occasional glitches here and there. This integration is still undergoing development, so it might not be perfect just yet, but it's improving with each release. We encourage you to try it out for yourself to see how it runs for you, and feel free to share your thoughts or any experiences you have in the comments. Alright, next up is a small but interesting update. We've added the Holani core for Atari LYNX emulation. For those who aren't familiar, Holani is a cycle-stepped emulator designed to get as close as possible to the original Atari LYNX hardware, delivering a more authentic and improved emulation experience. It runs as a libretto core, so you can easily switch it on within our setup. Give it a try and let us know how it performs. Now let's talk about Windows saves and a new feature that makes managing them on Batocera so much easier. You might have noticed that your Windows PC games' save files don't show up in the usual Batocera Saves Windows folder. That's because when you launch a Windows game on Batocera, it creates a dedicated wine prefix in the system/winebottles/Windows directory. The challenge is that Windows games often scatter their saves across different locations within this environment, which can be a real hassle when it comes to backing them up. But here's the good news. If you know the exact path of your save file, you can add it to the autorun.cmd file so that it automatically copies the save into the Batocera Saves folder, making backup and storage much simpler. I plan to make a dedicated video on this topic very soon. In the meantime, feel free to check out the wiki for more information. Alright, if you caught our latest Batocera trailer, you probably noticed that we're continuously enhancing the multi-screen feature. As a quick reminder, this feature lets you connect a second screen to Batocera to display extra information when you select systems or games. It's incredibly useful. You can show a game map, controller mapping, and so much more. The possibilities are endless. The only limit is your imagination. To make it even easier to use, we've recently added additional templates like box art and fan art. And now, beyond just marquees, you can also play a video or an animated GIF on your second screen. If you're interested in learning more about this, drop a comment below, and I'll plan a dedicated video with all the details on how to set it up. Alright, that's it for today's update. I won't be rehashing all the major additions like the Doom 3 mods, Catacomb GL, and the incredible Sega Lindbergh loader here, because if you're following the channel, you've already seen those updates in recent videos. If you haven't checked them out yet, I invite you to watch them for more detailed information. If you enjoy the channel and the content, don't hesitate to subscribe. It really gives me the courage to keep going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.